god, I'm really hoping I'm really hoping this doesn't move. So, hello friends, family. Joking, my family aren't watching, they've seen how disappointing my life choices are from these videos. Hello everyone and welcome back to my vlogs. Now I know it's a strange time at the moment, it's a really strange time at the moment, and I wanted to quickly address that. So obviously last week I took a pause on what I was going to do. I was really happy and I'm really glad that I did my Black Lives Matter video. I'm hoping that you guys looked at the links and you guys donated and are still doing everything you can to support the cause of Black Lives Matter. I know I'm still very active on social media and I'm still trying to help with things and still trying to do things, so I hope you're all being as active as possible and we got to keep up the fight, so let's keep going with that. What I'll do is I will link the links down below again, so if you haven't seen my Black Lives Matter video, please go check it out because it's really important, more important than this video, more important than my other videos, purely because of the theme, the topic, the message in it, so please go check that out before you watch this video, but please come back. So yes, so thank you for coming back. So even though it still feels really weird this week to do a video that isn't about the problems that we're facing at the moment, I thought it was important to have a bit of positivity, and in myself I've been feeling really confused about everything that's going on lately, and my head's been a bit all over the place, so I feel like for myself I need this video to kind of remind me of the thing that I love most, and that is dance. I'm going to talk about some of my influences in dance from over the years. I've had loads of different types of influences from when I was little and when I started dance to now. I'm always finding more influences in dance, and this is not all of them, by the way. There are so many artists out there that I haven't mentioned. I've just cut it down to certain people and artists that I wanted to talk about. But yes, there are so many great dance artists out there that I haven't mentioned in this, but please go check them out as well. Okay, so let's get into the video. Okay, so obviously if you've watched my other videos, you know that I lived in Spain. And so my first real big influence in dance, and I think this is going across all aspects of dance, so this is going across like back when I first learnt it, and now I think it goes across all of there. I've always put a lot of what I learned in Spanish dance, and started dance at 6 dancing flamenco and sevillanas and basically traditional Spanish Andalusian dance. And that was great. I loved it. Obviously I evolved with time and I wanted to learn different stuff, but it was great. And I've always been really proud of where I've grown up, and I'm very proud of having lived in Spain, and it's always been a really big part of me. Probably really annoying because anyone that knows me, all I bang on about is Spanish, but I just love it, honestly. I'm so proud to have lived in Spain. Same as I'm proud to be British, so like there's different things nowadays where I often use Spanish moves and Spanish dance with my more favourite styles now, which is commercial styles, more hip-hop genres, so you know, whacking, voguing, popping, locking, all that kind of thing. So I tend to use what I learned in Spanish dance and try and combine it with my more preferred style of commercial dance to make a blend. Got a little bit of a different twist on it, and I think with commercial dance, a lot of commercial teachers and dancers and that will often try and add their own flair, whatever that may be. If they've got more training in, say, jazz, it will be more of a jazzy commercial. If they've got more training in, say, more street dance, it will be more of a street commercial, for example. And with me, I think of it in that way. So moving on, when I was younger, I actually got into watching YouTube videos. I can't back when it was probably really new, and I got into watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I loved, still do love street dance. Street dance and like the forms that have come from street dance, so things like whacking, you'll find out more about that later, voguing, popping, locking, house. I love it all. Honestly, I'm not going to say that I am like I'm not an expert at all of those different individual styles, and I would not profess to be. Now, in this, I know that it's really controversial when you talk about who your influences are, and you're not meant to say someone from a talent show. I know that. Go ahead and judge me if you would so wish. But my first recollection of being like, oh my god, I want to dance like that, was actually with a show called Britain's Got Talent, and when a dancer called George Sampson won. So George Sampson, for me, he represented an underdog. He had competed in Britain's Got Talent the first year, and then I can't remember whether he got through. Basically, he didn't win it. I don't even know if he got through to the semi-finals. I don't think he did. And then he came back a year or two later, and then he got through to the semi-finals, then the finals, and he won. And if you have watched it, you know his final dance, which was a Singing in the Rain remix, street dance remix, was so good. And you can judge me all you want for saying that, but it was so good. And I think I've always admired George and how he dances, how he moves, how he choreographs. It's just sick. Like, it's so good. And I know, like I said, I'll get judged for this because they're not talent show people, aren't meant to be your influencers, but then shortly after that came Diversity. So Diversity were also a dance act on Britain's Got Talent, and they were a big dance troupe, a big street dance troupe, and they were sick. Well, they still are sick. Honestly, they're another reason that I wanted to dance. They're incredible. I mean, Ashley Banjo is an absolute icon. Yeah, Ashley Banjo is an absolute icon. He's great. He's an amazing choreographer. And yeah, and I think with Diversity, what I love about it is just the fact that literally, as the name suggests, it's such a diverse group of guys in that troupe. And they're just so good at what they do. And so they were also another group that really inspired me when I was growing up, and I saw both George and Diversity, and I was like, I want to dance like them. Can I dance like them? Let's be real, no. However, they really did inspire me to want to get into dance and do dance more. Yeah. And lastly, for my inspirations in dance from a talent show, Twist and Pulse. So Twist and Pulse are another dance act. They are a duo who are also on Britain's Got Talent. Why are all my influences from Britain's Got Talent? I mean, they're not all, but you know, it is what it is. But Twist and Pulse, they have their own style, and this is what I love most about them. So one, they're such great guys. Two, their style, so they call their style streetomedy, and they do street dance, or what they call street dance. So they do street dance and comedy together, and it is such a good blend. I am someone who loves laughing, who loves comedy, who just loves anything like that, and mixed with dance, it's just great. It's great. I love it. I love that. I love it when a group like Twist and Pulse, and there's many others that will take elements of comedy and mix it with dance. I just think it's great, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, so that's all from talent show that is all from talent show influences. Moving on, a more modern day influence that I have at the moment, and I think this is literally quite a modern one. Over the past couple of years I've really gotten into, not even now, probably like the past year. I am obsessed with K-pop. K-pop is so fun. K-pop is amazing. It's just so fun. I, as you can tell, am a very colourful person. I love everything about K-pop, from the choreography, which is so intricate. Especially, I mean, my favourite K-pop band is BTS, let's be real. But just from the choreography to the styling to the cut to the outfits to the hair to the everything, I love everything K-pop stands for. And it's just amazing. I think that's a very much more modern influence I've got. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Moving on to my next influence. Now, when I started uni, I was not as confident as I am now. I was a lot more nervous, a lot more timid. I didn't really have a lot of self-confidence in myself. Still don't. But I had even less back then. And I remember a moment that that really changed that for me. And that was in my first year of uni. And that was a class I had with a teacher called Mademoiselle Ginger. So, Mademoiselle Ginger, she is an incredible dance teacher. She's just insane. So she teaches whacking, which is a genre of hip hop dance, which goes alongside other genres such as voguing, such as house. You know, all of them, the different genres of hip hop dance and street dances. So Ginger teaches whacking, and oh my god, when I first had my first class with Ginger, I was so terrified. I was so scared, because Ginger, if you've ever had a class with her or if you look into her, Ginger is such a confident, crazy, lovely, larger than life, amazing teacher. She's so confident, she's so full of life, and she's really inspiring, like really inspiring. And because that was the complete opposite of me at the time, I was very shy, I was very terrified, and I'm sure, Ginger, if you're watching, you will back me up on this. I was a terrified being. She'd get us to walk across the room in a confident manner. Could I do that? Absolutely not. Yeah, so Ginger would get us to do stuff like that, and I was really terrified of that. And yeah, I think it's, talking back on it now, I can see how much I have grown in confidence. And I'm really happy looking back on it now, because I feel like I have grown in confidence. But anyways, yeah, so I started taking Ginger's class, and she just taught us everything. She taught us from freestyling, she taught us about the history, which, you know, a lot of the history that we learn, okay, I knew from some research I'd done, but like, she taught us so much about the history of whacking. She taught us about the use of music with dance, about self-belief, confidence, owning it, about freestyling. She taught us about the industry. She taught us so much. And I tell you, if there's one teacher that had a really, really big impact, don't get me wrong, I was really inspired by all of my teachers at uni. However, Ginger is someone that has stuck with me, as someone that really changed how I felt about myself when it came to dance. And I did feel more confident after I went to her classes. And you know, I haven't been to her classes in a while, and it's because I've been busy. I went and studied abroad for my second year, and then this last year it's just been crazy. So you know, I haven't been to her classes, but I miss them so much, and hopefully after quarantine I can be back. But yeah, so Ginger, if you're watching, hi! And thank you so much for everything you taught me. Honestly, you're an absolute legend, and I really appreciate it, and I've carried so much of what you've taught me through from then to now. And yeah, so please check out Mademoiselle Ginger. I'll put her link down in the bottom. So check it out, and yeah, hopefully Mademoiselle Ginger, I'll see you soon. So the last person I wanted to talk to you about my influences, like I said, this is really cut down, and I'm just cutting it down to people that really, really stuck with me, that I really wanted to talk to, because I know this is going to be quite a long video. So when I went to the US, I hadn't, so this dancer I hadn't actually heard of before I went to the US, and I actually learned a lot about her when I was studying over there. But there is a dancer called Misty Copeland. Now, why we have not been taught about her, why I never heard of her until I went over to the US, I have no idea. So Misty Copeland is an amazing dancer. She's a ballet dancer for the American Ballet Theatre, and she is just insanely talented. If anyone has seen her, you'll know she's an absolute machine. She's an absolute machine. She is so talented, and she was the first African American principal dancer for American Ballet Theatre for ABT. So she is really inspiring, and she does a lot for young African American youth and for just every young person in dance. She does so much for the community in dance. She's an absolute icon, an absolute legend. Yeah, and she was actually in the Nutcracker, I believe. So you'll probably recognise her, but yeah, check her out. She's insane. Sorry if I rambled through all of that, but I'm going to try and fit my Q&A that I put up a couple weeks ago into this video. Fave style of dance? Commercial. So, fave colour? Blue. Purple. Why am I like this? Why am I actually like this? Dream holiday? Hawaii or anywhere in the Caribbean where there's a really lovely beach. Fave outfit? Anything tie-dye. Anything tie-dye, colourful. I love colours. Just as edgy as possible, but you know, I spend most of my life in just t-shirt and jeans. But yeah. Favourite song to dance to? There are so many different songs that I love to dance to. I love really upbeat songs. I love also if I'm in my feels, doing like a really slow kind of in my feelings. Best places to visit in Spain? Andalusia, in particular, Granada, the Alhambra. The Alhambra is a really old building. It's a really old building that I think it's not really like known to a lot of tourists, but it's a really cool tourist attraction. So go check that out. That's really cool. Stretches for loosening up. Oh my god, right, I don't know if you can see, but cross your legs. Well, put both your feet together, and this is one of my favourite stretches. I don't know if you can see. Ugh. You can't see, but yeah, put both your feet together. This really loosens up like your legs. You can do, as I like to call it, a seal thing. I feel like I can't really, so I might have to try and find some pictures, but like a seal stretch. I love that. Just a simple roll down with the spine. I feel like that's really good. I'm just going to put pictures here or here, because that makes my life easier and I don't have to change the camera around. But they're some of my favourite stretches. You know, I love classic head roll. They're really good stretches. What am I going to do now that uni has finished? So I am actually taking a year, not out now that I finish uni, but I'm taking a year to do a small course in dance movement therapy to get a foundation in that, as I want to become a dance movement therapist. So I'm doing a foundation course for a year, alongside being a creative teaching assistant with people with special needs, so I can get experience in that field. So that's what I'm doing for probably about a year, and then I'm going to apply for my masters at the end of this year. I'm going to apply for my masters, and then hopefully I'll do my masters, which will be 2 years, and I will be a qualified dance movement therapist. So I'm really excited for that. So that's my plans. Obviously things change, so who knows, who even knows. That is all I have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a bit of a long video of me talking really fast. I'm really fast talking today for some reason. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, please keep supporting Black Lives Matter. Please keep sharing petitions, signing petitions, donating if you can, and things. I'll keep putting the links down below, and check out my social media for more of that, at Amy's Little World. And yeah, just stay positive, stay happy. I know it's crazy times at the moment, but I'm just going to try and spread some positivity. Leave me some comments of some of your answers to what I spoke about in the Q&A. Yep, comment, like, subscribe, share my videos if you want to, that would be amazing. Yeah, and just keep living your best lives. Adios.